Hey guys, Personal Defense here with my lightweight AR that I built with the Plum Crazy lower. Um, this is kind of going to be an install slash review, very short review and install video on the Troy TRX Extreme Battle Rail 13-inch black. Also, what I'm going to put on too is the Troy 5.56 medieval muzzle brake, and I also have I think it's a Troy low profile gas block. So I'm going to show you guys how to put all that on and do like a really quick review of the battle rail. So let's take a look at my replacement parts first. Here I have the Troy medieval muzzle brake. It says very low dust signature without swirling effect, works as an improved breaching device, directs muzzle blasts and sound forward away from the shooter, effectually dampens recoil, warrant a limited lifetime warranty. The reason I got this is because not only is it a breaching tool, but it just looks badass, I think. So there you can see it has the Troy logo. There's the cutouts there for the gas and everything, and then there's the breaching device, which just looks hella mean to me. And it came with a new washer. In here I have my Troy Extreme Battle Rail, which of course I've already taken out. So here it is here. You can see it says Troy right there. This is the 13-inch. They make it in various lengths. I believe it's 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. I thought about getting the 15, but I kind of wanted a little bit of barrel showing. Now this is aluminum, even though it looks like it's made out of polymer. It's aluminum, and it does require a low-profile gas block, and it does have a specific barrel nut that you can only use with this rail. You can see it in there. It's a free-floating tube, so it should help with accuracy a little bit. And the only thing that holds it on is you put that barrel nut on, and you tighten these two Allen screws, and that's what holds it on. Surprisingly light for being aluminum, and I think it just looks awesome. Also came with it, in addition to the barrel nut that they include, is you get a couple different rail sections that you have to decide if and where you're going to put them on your rail before you install this on your AR, because it's kind of hard to do it afterwards. But as you can see, it has these mounting points which will go into any of these, so you can mount it at any spot where there's these holes on this battle rail. So I was thinking maybe possibly I might put a light on. I don't know if I want to add that kind of weight to it. So you get this one long one here, well, longer than these two you get here. So you get two little short ones and this one with all the necessary hardware and everything to install them. You also get this, which is weird because what I saw online looked different than this, but this is the Troy barrel nut specific wrench to tighten the Troy barrel nut on your AR receiver. And I got from Brownells, I got a low profile gas block, and this is the .625 diameter for the lightweight barrel that I have. So I'll have to put a new gas block on and then put the rail on. Okay, so to do this you're going to need a vise and a brass punch set. Actually not a brass punch set, but just a punch set. And you're going to need an AR-15 armorer's tool, the big one that has the barrel nut adapter on it, which I have all of. And I'll eventually go out to the garage and make it to my vise, but for now it's cold out, so for now I'm going to do as much as I can inside here. So first thing we want to do is we're going to separate my lower from my upper, because there's no sense in keeping the upper attached. Okay, so now that I separated that, I'm going to take off my optics because obviously I don't want to screw those up. And I'll set that off to the side. I'm going to take off my charging handle and my bolt carrier assembly. I don't know if you saw my charging handle from before. Okay, so now I'm going to remove these hand guards, which they make a wrench to do, but you can pretty much do it by hand. Wrench, but I did happen to get this loose. So that's coming off. Along with that, here's the comparison of the HU versus my Troy Medieval. I didn't think it was going to be that much beefier. Anyway, I'm just going to test fit it here just to make sure. So this is just a test fit, but you can see it threads on there. And it looks pretty badass, although it looks pretty huge too, so anyway. So I loosened the Allen screws on the bottom of the gas block there, and then there was one on the top. Yeah. Anyway, then you loosen those and you just pull this right off. Okay, so sorry I didn't film all of that, but here you can see my barrel with everything off of it. There's the gas port right there. Come on, camera. Anyway, there's the gas port right there. While I was out there, I did loosen that, so I'm going to unscrew that. Here's my double star gas block that I had up there. Just had to pop that pin out, and there's those two set screws and one up here that I had to take out. Here is that little handguard retainer thing which scraped up my barrel when I was taking it off. And check this out. So here's the factory barrel nut off right there, and here's my barrel going into my receiver. So now I can start the installation of the Troy Battlerail. Oops. The barrel nut is in here, so I'm going to have to loosen these, take it out, screw it on, and they say when you screw it onto this, it needs 30 to 60 foot-pounds of pressure, so I'm going to have to bust out the torque wrench and put that on. And once I get that on, then I'll put the gas system on, and then I'll put the rail on. Anyway. Alright, so luckily I had put that torque wrench to 55 foot-pounds, but I had to slightly tighten this more to get the grooves in the barrel nut to line up with the hole there in the upper for the gas tube. So it's probably at about 60 foot-pounds right now. So now that I got the barrel nut on, I'm going to go ahead and start working on my gas tube setup. Here's my low profile gas block, and this is kind of funny. Here's the gas tube. You know, I don't have very many rounds to this. It's crazy how dirty this is. So I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to put it inside my block, and then I'm going to put that on the barrel. So I'm reusing the pin from my original gas block, and you can see there I have it flush with the one side, but look how much is sticking out on that side. I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue when I put it on the barrel, but if it is, I'm just going to Dremel it off. Okay, so I got the gas rail installed into my low profile gas block. Then I used my nylon hammer and pounded the gas block onto the barrel. Here it is here. And it's a very, very tight fit, I'm finding out. So I'm really not worried about only having the one set screw that fits into those grooves. So I'm just going to put those on. And then next after that is, I guess putting the rail on is next after that. Okay, I cranked on that set screw as tight as I freaking could, And then this one also pretty tight, but not super, super tight. Man, check out the fit on this low profile gas block. It's awesome. It looks pretty good too. So now that I got that on there, it's time to put the rail on. And if it looks like that off the bat, don't worry, you just kind of turn it to where you want it, which is right there. And it has a stop on this side, as you can see, that hits the receiver. So once you have it there, you put the two Allen screws on this side and tighten this down. Okay, my battery in my camera died as I was doing this, so I'm finishing this off with my phone. So I'm sorry about the shaking and everything because I don't have a tripod for this, obviously. So, got that on. I tightened the set screws. When you tighten it, in fact, I probably did it too tight. It's not going to touch, obviously, but you just want to tighten it really tight because that's the only support for the whole thing. And the rail is, or I'm sorry, the barrel is now free floating in there. And I have my ARMS flip up sights I put back on. So now all that's left to do is put my Troy medieval muzzle brake on with the new washer that I got. Okay, here's the end product after all said and done, and I think this is actually the last time I'm going to mess with this AR. I think I'm pretty much done with it. So I got the Troy medieval muzzle brake, the Troy TRX Battlerail. It's a 13-inch rail with ARMS front and rear flip-up sights, the Plum Crazy lower with the Magpul Myad grip, and the Magpul bad lever. I got the Vortex Strikefire red dot, and I have the Magpul MOE stock. Overall, installing that rail wasn't hard, but you kind of need some confidence, and you kind of need the special, or not special tools, but you definitely need the right tools. Troy provides you with the barrel nut remover, but you definitely need a armorer's wrench like this right here. And I think I got this off of eBay or whatever. Also, another handy thing to have is one of these. And you need a punch set for sure. But anyway, thanks for watching.